going to show you how to line a cake pan. And it's important to line a cake pan because we need to protect the cake from the really quite high heat of the oven. It's also going to help us to get the cake out of the pan when it's ready. I'm going to start with a loose bottomed round pan. I'm going to take out the bottom and mark a circle all the way around. I prefer to use parchment paper over greaseproof because it's covered in a non-stick coating, so there's another layer of protection there to help your cake come out of the pan perfectly. And just following that line, you should try and be as neat as you can when you're lining a pan so you don't get any nasty wrinkles or crinkles at the bottom of your cake. All right, now I'm ready to grease the pan. So I'm doing that to help the paper to stick and also help the cake to release itself as well. So some nice soft butter in a bowl, and I've got a bit of parchment here or kitchen towel. Just rub that around the pan. I'm looking for a nice even layer, not too thick so that the cake fries in the pan. And then we're ready to put the circle of paper into the base. For this kind of cake pan, it's a non-stick pan. There's no need to line the sides with paper, just the bottom is fine. Now, if you're using a solid pan, cut a circle in the same way and just make sure that you cut slightly within the line, and then your circle will fit the inside of your pan. So moving on then, I'm going to show you how to line a loaf pan. Now, to do this, I'm going to use 2 pieces of parchment. So I've cut them ready to size, and I've buttered the pan with a little bit of butter too. I'm going to put the first piece in sideways, so that's going to cover the majority of my pan, and I give it a little fold here, and that just helps the paper stay in place in the oven. And then we can take a longer strip, lay that in lengthways. That's the easiest way to line a loaf tin, I find. It's really particularly useful because when your finished cake is ready, you can use this paper to lift the cake out. Okay, so brownie pan or square baking pan. Now for this, I'm going to cover the whole thing, and I'm going to use a square of paper. I'm just going to check it's about the right size. And then what I do is I, first off, just press it in like that. And then that's going to help me know where the corners are. Take it out again, and then with the scissors, just chop down to each crease. So 4 diagonal cuts. So back to the pan again. Again, this is greased with a bit of butter to help the paper stick. And press it in. And then at this point, you can neaten up these pointy bits. You can tuck them into each other. And if you like, you can take your scissors and trim around the top to neaten it up. That's how to line lots of different types of